Hey, what's up, everybody? I want to send love to anybody who lost a parent when you were a child. I've been watching the John F. Kennedy Jr. Movie about him and his wife, and he lost his father and his uncle and went through a lot of profound grief as a young person, as a child. And we all, when we lose people, we know how difficult it is to go through that level of grief, but it's 10 times worse when it's a child. Not to mention, he was adultified. You know, he was John F. Kennedy Jr., so he had to step up and do a lot of adult things before he was ready. And I think he went through almost like a childhood PTSD. I don't want to diagnose the guy. I'm not a therapist, but I am a researcher and a journalist, and I do know about the adverse childhood experiences study that was done just a few years before the initial report came out, just a few years before he actually died, which meant that his life didn't benefit from the discovery that showed that if you have had ACEs, that 4 or 5 traumatic things happening to you as a child, that you actually do need to take measures to confront that, and that it is not a death sentence. Some of the things he did in his life to try to deal with what I think was childhood PTSD that led to ADHD, which was a very stigmatized condition to have at that time. I think he exercised, he was involved in sports, he had a strong community, he had ties to his family, benevolence. He was a praying man, he meditated, a lot of those things. But I still believe if you look at the movie, you see that he was a very impulsive person, and there were things that were showing like ADHD behaviors. Now, I know it's a Ryan Murphy dramatized thing, and that Ryan Murphy is sort of notorious for dramatizing things, but I do have a new sensitivity to John F. Kennedy Jr. And feel so much grief for him and for his wife and for her sister, because I think that his mother knew before she died that he shouldn't be flying a plane. And I think that there were just so many impulsive decisions that he was making because of undiagnosed ADHD due to childhood PTSD, and a lot of the things that he was unable to confront. I think that ultimately contributed to what happened to him. He did a good job, and he seemed like he was a real good man. But people dealing with ACEs, resulting from the loss of a parent. God bless you. I love you all. Take care.